Hi guys. So I'm just taking the Sightmark Wraith off, and I'll be delivering that back to Steelos. Hey Shane, how you going? Yeah, so I'm just taking the Sightmark Wraith off, and I will be taking it back to Steelos. Thanks for the tester of it. In my opinion, for the price bracket, so looking at about $1,200 roughly, give or take, for the actual scope, and then I needed this extended rail. So basically, the one that comes on the unit is just like this, and it made the scope sit too far forward basically, so I had to put the extended rail on. So this rail here, you're looking at about $170. So for around, the $1,400 mark, if you need the extended rail and the unit, it's not a bad bit of kit really. It's really solidly built, which I like. The actual pick rail that comes on top of it isn't really in the way. I thought it may get in the way of the buttons when you got your torch up there, but it really doesn't. So that's good. All in all, I like it. I do like it. It's not, I wouldn't say it's the best, obviously, but for its price bracket, I think it's quite good. I would probably say that, well, its zoom is definitely better than the Pard zoom, the Pard 008, purely because the Pard is simply like a fixed zoom. So you've got one click is one, and then another click's that, and you got the tiny little pip window that comes up to extend your zoom out basically. Whereas this unit, you can actually really easily scroll up as you're going right up to 32 times. Not that I would actually be shooting anything with it, because you can't really see much at 32 times zoom. It's really pixelated. I would say, 12 times zoom is sort of the max that I would be using with it. So yeah, all in all, here it comes. So this one runs on 4 AA batteries. Haven't had a problem with that. I found that I sort of was getting about maybe 5 hours out of the set of batteries, but it may just be the different brands that you're going on as well. What else do I like about it? The focus on it is really quite good. You don't have to move it much to get that focus in. Yeah, it's really comfortable. I do like that when you're looking through it, you actually see the full screen, as you can see there. Whereas with the Pulsar, you're looking through the little optic. So it had to be more on site, like in line with it. Patrick, is that a thermal? No. This is just a night vision. So this is a Sightmark Wraith night vision. Night vision scope. You're looking at about $1,200 for the actual scope itself. So yeah, it is quite a basic scope. So if you're a person that doesn't want to stuff around too much with settings, the Pard, you definitely do need to adjust more settings like contrast and whatever else. Whereas this sort of just straight out the box, you can use it. There's not much technicality to it. I get often asked to compare the scopes. Basically, you can't really compare them because all the price brackets are so different. But for this price range, I believe this is a good unit. Ultimately, I still find my ATN 5 to 20 is the best out of all the units that I've tried so far. I mean, this is just in my opinion, but yeah, I am looking for another scope. So yeah, with this one here, I found sort of maybe getting to 250, 300 meters sort of distance, whereas I can push the ATN, out to about 400 to get a clear picture. But yeah, so I just thought I would come and say, so this extra rail simply just bolts on. You've got a couple of choices of where you want your holes to go, but if you have just a normal bolt rifle like mine, you will need the extended rail. So just that's one thing to remember. The actual little factory IR light that it comes with isn't too bad, but as with all standard night vision, any of the units that come with it, any of the torches, you're really best to just upgrade it and get something better. Brett, I love my ATN, it's awesome. Yeah, I certainly do enjoy the ATN, but it's a lot more price-wise. At the moment, I think you're looking at about 2.2. That's with an ABL as well. Whereas this unit, like for $1,200, you can get out there with your night vision. It's certainly a very good entry level scope, and very simple. Where the ATNs do come into a bit of fault is with sort of user error, I believe, or if you're not very technical on a computer, sometimes, like with any digital scope, they're a mini computer basically sitting on your rifle scope. So you've got to remember that you've got other parts to it. So sometimes, yes, the ATNs, often people are bagging them out because they have little problems or faults or whatever. They do an update and it hasn't worked properly. But you can remedy it yourself if you have a little bit of knowledge or background into it. So yeah, but anyway, overall this has been a nice little unit to try. Certainly do like it. I would rate it alongside the Pard. Doesn't have a rangefinder, but it's a lot more simple to use than the Pard. Doesn't have an app also. Paul, be good for a 22 or 17, definitely. Yep, 22 or 17, you won't have any problems with this. You probably wouldn't even need any more of a night vision light, an IR light, than the factory one if you're just running it on a 22. On the 17, you probably would if you depends what shooting distance, but I reckon the factory light that comes with probably gets you to about 150 meters. Brett, that's me. I'm challenged at the best of times. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, but all in all, good little bit of kit. If you are buying one, just remember you may want to also get the extended rail, because otherwise it's just going to be too far up for you. You can remove this stock off the end and simply just look through it, so that's fine too if you don't want it back. But I mean, I don't like that glow back basically, so yeah, rabbits can see that. But yeah, so and then now I've just got another little reminder. So we've got the Williams Fox Shoot and Surround, so any town, coming up this weekend. If you haven't already entered, get your entries in, but just a little reminder, and also for myself, to make sure you get all your reloading done in plenty of time. Make sure you've got all your ammo and batteries and all that stuff stocked up, ready to go. So just a little reminder on that, because it's something that I always tend to leave to the last minute. And then like last shoot, Steelo was running me out some gunpowder on the Friday night. So yeah, I'm more prepared this time. Thank you very much. Yeah, so anyway, that's that. I'm going to be running, so it'll be a bit of a change up for me. This shoot I'm going to put back on my glass scope. It's just a cheap little glass scope that I originally started with. And I'm going to be running the Fox Dog Outfitters JP 303 on the red light on this for the fox shoot. Alex, who's coming with me on my team, he's also got his 250 and he will be running the ATN 4K he's just bought. I don't know if he's got an ABL or not yet. But either way, he'll be running that. But I'm going to, just run factory standard glass, well, just a glass scope and see how we go. So, back to old times for me. But something that I do enjoy, looking through that crystal clear picture that a glass scope gives. You don't get that on any night vision. Anyway, that's me. Reminder, get your things together for the Fox shoot next weekend. Not many days remaining. And all of you who have already entered, on Thursday I will be emailing you all out your packs, which include the details of the tally breakfast, where it's going to be held, and any other information that you might need. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Happy hunting.